1.
Talented draft choices like Brian Trottier, Billy Harris, Clark Gillies, and Denny Potvin have contributed greatly to the New York Islanders' success. Their first-round choice this year was Mike Bossy from Laval of the Quebec Junior Hockey League. Although Mike notched over 500 points with Laval, his junior career wasn't always a bed of roses.
I'd have to say that I had hard times in Laval. Playing 4 years for the same team, I think, does bring problems to a player, especially in junior, and especially since our team wasn't a contender all the time. But I have to say that I was well liked by the fans in Laval, and I did have a good junior career, scoring 309 goals, which made me very happy.
This fellow was Mike's idol as a youngster.
I always watched hockey games on television, and I always used to admire Gordie Howe. It's just amazing to think that now that I'm playing in the National Hockey League and he is still playing in the World Hockey Association. There's a funny way to his style, even though it looked like he wasn't always giving his best. I know now that he was, because being in the National Hockey League, you can't just skate around and loaf, because you know that everybody else is working their best, and you just have to work hard.
This is actually Mike's first hockey season away from his native Montreal, and during training camp, he lived with Brian Trottier.
I thought it might be hard. Since my 4 years junior, I was living at home all the time and had never really been away from my parents and my friends. But as soon as I arrived in New York, the players on the team helped me a lot, and especially Brian. He invited me to stay at his house, and that really got me off on the right foot.
Mike and his bride of last July, Lucy, who incidentally speaks only French, are busy moving into a new apartment. One of their first acquisitions was Kiki, an English sheepdog.
We're not the type that goes out very often. We might go out and watch a movie sometimes, but most of the time we usually stay home and play cards. And since we just got in our new apartment, we're out shopping a lot, trying to liven the place up a bit.
The Bossies appear happy on Long Island, and Mike's performance on the ice thus far has everybody on the island pretty happy too.
He's got a very good anticipation, passes the puck extremely well. He's got very, very quick hands. He's been working hard on his checking, and he's made great strides in that respect. He's a finesse hockey player.
It's not so much that he's a physical type player, but his positioning seems to be so perfect that for a defenseman, you have to almost look for him. He's always around the net, but he's in and out, and he shoots the puck very well so that he can stay away from the defenseman and sneak in behind. And I think basically his positioning is that good.
His bread and butter is shooting, and Bossy works hard at it, even staying out after practice. Often referred to as a natural goal scorer, Mike is unable to attribute his success to any one factor.
I don't really have a secret about scoring goals. I have to say I don't really concentrate on exactly putting the puck where I want to put it. There comes a lot of times when I just shoot the puck on the net, and a lot of times it ends up in the net. And I try to get in the open a lot, and with Clark and Brian, it's getting easier and easier because they work so hard in the corners. And so I say my secret might be just to get in the open to get the shots away.
Obviously, Mike has been getting the shots away, but the 6-foot, 185-pound right winger still has some very definite goals he'd like to attain.
I think that I've accomplished a great deal for myself just making the team this year. But now since I've made it, I've set more goals for myself. Like every other rookie, I'd like to win Rookie of the Year. I think that comes naturally with everybody coming into the league. But most of all, I'd like to help the Islanders get all the way to the Stanley Cup.
We're fortunate.